There comes a time in everyone's life when they meet their other half, their backbone, the one person that they know they will love and cherish forever. For Lee, that day happened 23 years and 39 days ago when I arrived. Good evening, everyone. My name is John, and I am the youngest of the Wishing siblings, Lee's only brother, and the best man in the room tonight. Sorry to all the other men in the room, you're in second place. Lee's words, not mine. I'm sure Lee was punching the air when he realized he had to make me his best man if he wanted to save face. But he pulled it off really well. It was honestly really a sentimental moment when Lee asked me to do this back in September. Or I think it was. I don't really remember much from the day besides the fact that Lee was saying something along the lines of, "John, you're my favorite person ever. I love you so much. Will you please be my best man?" But all I was hearing was, "John, would you like the opportunity to make my wedding day entirely about yourself in 5-10 minutes? And I said, yes, and ran with it. So here we are. Buckle up, everyone. It's gonna be great. Don't be nervous. If you are nervous about what the future holds, maybe you're feeling a little queasy or anxious, it's probably because you just married my brother, Kat. I'm so sorry, it's too late to run now. No, actually, Lee really isn't that bad. If anything, he's the most mild of the Wishing siblings. For anyone that doesn't know our family dynamic, it's generally understood that Lee was born normal. Something happened with Sarah and Mary that just made them totally insane. And then the girls raised me, which honestly explains a lot. Truly though, Lee really is such an incredible role model for the siblings, and I could not have asked for a better brother growing up. Lee has taught me so many incredibly valuable life lessons. For example, how to remain humble. Lee and I shared a bedroom growing up, and back when I was in grade school, Lee approached me one night as he was shutting off the lights, and he says, "John, I have a new nickname for you." And I said, what is that? And he said, "It's beady eye." And I said, "Oh, like I have beady eyes." And he said, no. That's what people will think, that I'm complimenting you on your nice eyes, but really it's the letters B-D-I. And I said, and what does that stand for? Big dumb idiot. So anytime I start to feel good about myself, or like I'm feeling accomplished in life, I always just remember who I really truly am, and Lee, I want to thank you for that. Lee has also taught me how to push through the pain and keep going when things get tough, or at least he tried to. When we were growing up, Lee had a big obsession with airsoft, and he wanted me to join in with him. I, however, had a negative pain tolerance as a kid, and I was fully convinced that the teensy little airsoft pellets would inflict trauma wounds on me. But Lee promised that it wouldn't hurt that much and convinced me to let him show me. So in the dead of winter, we suited up. I put on my Crocs, my SpongeBob pajama pants, and my blue Michelin Tire Man jacket, and we marched outside, and Lee took me out back and shot me point blank in the thigh. And believe it or not, the SpongeBob pants didn't really do a whole lot to absorb the blow, so I immediately started screaming and crying. I'm sure my neighbors loved me. But thankfully, in this moment, it taught me that I had to have resilience and strength if I wanted to push through the moment. And thanks to that, I made a full recovery. So Lee, thank you. I would not have made it through without that. And finally, Lee taught me how to notice when I am being treated unfairly. Once, when we were doing dishes, Lee rolled the dish towel into a rat tail and started mercilessly whipping me. And I'm sure you've gathered by now, in a fight or flight, I fly. And so I started running laps around the house to get away from him. And Lee was chasing after me, and at full velocity, going through one of the doorways, kicked the corner of the doorway. Toenail came clean off. Sorry if you're still eating dinner. It's your fault if you're still eating. And this time, he fell on the ground, screaming and crying. He didn't have resilience and strength yet. Pretty embarrassing. And in the moaning and groaning, I hear him saying, "John, why would you do that?" And what did I do? I did nothing. This was all instigated by him. So Lee, I just want to say thank you for teaching me wisdom and discernment, and to know that just because I'm being accused of something, it doesn't always mean that it's true. So, thank you. All jokes aside, though, Lee, I am so grateful that I get the privilege of being your younger brother and that we've made so many amazing, stupid memories together. I know that I may be the best man in the room tonight, but you truly are the best big brother that I could have ever asked for growing up. Thank you for being an example to your friends and to your family of what it looks like to love people intentionally. I am so happy that you found the person who you'll be able to share that love with on a deeper level for the rest of your life. And Kat, I am so excited that you are officially part of the family and that I get to call you my sister. You are such a beautiful addition to our family, and Lee could not have picked a better bride when he asked you to marry him. So if everyone will raise their glass with me, Lee and Kat, I am so excited to watch you